welcome back to my channel, Dario Richie here. Alright, I'm just checking a few things, yes. Oshawott, are you ready? Are you ready to carry on with our final classes? I think there's just 2 more left, right? I believe so. Let's have a little look. I honestly can't believe that she threw me for a spin, basically. It's kind of like I was a bit of a misclick. I just went for something. I was like, I didn't read everything. So I went for the second one. I was like, didn't quite read everything. But yes, we have here art and home, our final last 2 classes, and I'm expecting to get some information of these mysterious legendary Pokemon that will be all about the next episode of my Pokemon Violet series, through the home EC. So yeah, but I loved my art in high school. I wonder who the teacher is. Could it be him? Let's find out. Mr. Hustle. That's not definitely him. You'd like art with Mr. Hustle? Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be toady. Don't be toady. I've not heard of that name before. Oh. The elite guy. Alright. Greetings, I am Hustle. Wow, look at this. I will be teaching this art class. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Now, let me be candid for one moment. I imagine that many of you will forget all that you learned in this class once you graduate. After all, you don't need even a basic understanding of artwork, much less a refined appreciation of beauty for most exams or jobs. So, is my class a waste of time for you then? No, I think not. At least I certainly hope it isn't. Think for a moment, all of you. What is beauty, anyway? What makes something beautiful? Its shape and color, the eye of the beholder. We'll go with that one. Interesting, thank you, Daria. I don't mean to suggest there's a correct answer to my query. The important thing is that you all take time to think about it. Think about why we might find beauty in a flower blooming on the side of the road, for example. Question why the sky is a different shade of blue than the ocean, or why the leaves change color. Ponder the windmills of artisan and how they move. Contemplate the chilling bite of the waters of Cascarafa. I'm sure you will find that every little detail of your lives will seem more vivid, more impactful, if you just take a moment to stop and think. And I am certain that if you stop and truly appreciate the little beauties of this world, it will help pull you through the days where your studies have you exhausted, or when work has dampened your spirits. Do pardon me for waxing philosophical, something. You don't need to understand all of that now. Not looking no more at that. To put it simply, it is true that one doesn't need art to survive. One does not simply walk into Mordor. But it certainly makes surviving much more enjoyable. It is my hope that this class will add even a little bit of color to your lives. That's all for today. Next time we'll try a more hands-on approach to appreciating beauty. Go! Hello class, it is I, Hustle, yet again. In our previous class, we discussed what beauty is, which might have been a little boring for you. So today, I thought I would mix things up a little to pique your interest in art. Allow me to introduce our special guest. Gibble! 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 Gibble. This is Professor Gibble, the assistant lecturer for today. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us. Gwen. Wow. As some of you may already know, a Pokemon can terrestrialize if you use a Terra Orb. Normally Professor Gibble would be of the Dragon type, but by terrestrializing it's succeeded in changing its type. So, class, what type do these lovely glistening flowers above Professor Gibble's head represent? The grass type. Excellent, Daryl, full marks for you. These beautiful flowers blooming above Professor Gibble's head show that it has now become a grass type. The shape of the Terra Jewel above a Pokemon's head depends on the Pokemon's Terra type. To summarize, if an opponent's Pokemon terrestrializes during battle, observe a Pokemon's Terra Jewel closely to see which type it has become, and choose effective moves accordingly. It is my sincere hope that today's lecture will help you all achieve beautiful victories. The terrestrial phenomenon is indeed a fascinating and deep subject to discuss. That is it for today, class. Thank you, Professor Gibble, for your help. Glam Gib. Gabble, gabble, gabble. Hello class, it is I, Hustle, yet again. I've been told that my previous lecture about the terrestrial phenomenon was very well received. Thank you all for your kind words. In fact, Miss Dendra specifically requested that I impact even more battle knowledge to my students. So I have decided that today we will take another look at how a Pokemon can terrestrialize. Gibble! And of course, here is Professor Gibble to help us. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us. Glamorous. Hey, ice. Now what do you have here? Last class we saw grass type terrestrializing, but this time we have something of a different shape. Observe a Terra Jewel resembling a snowflake. Its dendritic shape is stunning to behold. It's a little chilly standing so close to it. So class, what Terra type do you imagine this jewel might represent? The ice type. Excellent, there are 4 marks for you. The reason there's a snowflake shining above Professor Gibble's head is simple. It is now an ice type. And because Professor Gibble is currently the ice type moves would not be very effective against it. keep in mind, usually they would deal quadruple damage to Gibble. Now here's some trivia about snowflakes. While snowflakes come in many different shapes and sizes, most are classified as hexagons. Just think of it. Snowflakes fall from the sky, taking similar shape without anyone saying they must. Do you not feel the great mystery of nature? The beautiful enigma we live in? Cough. Ah, this is a bit of tangent, but Mr. Chuck's glasses are also hexagonal, aren't they? I almost forgot to mention that you can exchange a Pokemon's tail type at the Treasure Eatery. Oh yeah, located in Medali. Though I must say the cook there is a little clickly. You'll need to get on her good side if you want her help. Now come prepared for next class, because it is time for your midterm examination. Thank you for today, Professor Gibble. Climb, Gib. Yeah. I do hope you're all ready, because it is time for your midterm exam. Focus and do your best. And begin. What is the name of the gemstone that glows over the pterodactyl? When the answer to question 1 is the shape of flowers, what type is it represent? The grass type. What shape are most snowflakes classified as? Hexagon. Where is the eatery that allows you to change a tail type? Medali. What makes something beautiful? Its shape and color? The eye of the beholder? I don't know. There's no correct answer. There's no correct answer. Time's up. That's it for today's test. Pencils down, please. I would rather not have students worry about passing or failing in my art class, but tests are tests after all. Anyway, good work everyone. You can check your results at the front desk. Now the last one was interesting. But yeah, I picked that one pretty well. It feels great to get a test over out the way. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm and 4 questions correct to pass the final. Let's see how you did. Oh yeah. Too good. Too good. Very nice. Keep doing your best. I shall. Let's go, Psyduck. Let's go to the next out class. Love that. We went to we went on excursions for art. We went to the art gallery in the city in high school. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. Let's go. Hello class, it is I, Hustle, yet again. I'm pleased to say that everybody did very well on the midterm exams. As a reward for all of your hard work, we have a special guest visiting us today. Now then, Brassy, please come in. Greetings! Oh yeah, of course! How can we not see him? I am Brassius. I am an artist, and I focus exclusively on grass-type Pokemon for my work. Brassius here mainly creates 3-dimensional pieces, such as statues and the like. One of his major works is the installation titled Surrounding Sunflower, found in Artisan. Many of who've challenged the Artisan Gym are no doubt familiar with these sculptures. I've seen them before, yes. Yes, I do recognize some faces among your students. I hope you all understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend Hass's classes. All Hass has is the man who saved me when I had lost all hope and given up on myself. But he never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say that he is my mentor in life. It is preciously thanks to Hass that I was able to establish my current art style. Ah, dear Blessy, I've nothing against reminiscing about old times, but today I hope you will guide this class in a way only you can. Of course. Let's see. Why don't we discuss what Hass mentioned surrounding Sunflower. Can anyone here tell what my mood was when I crafted its detached expression? Uh-oh. No. Completely and utterly wrong. When I made that sculpture, I had surrounded all hope. I was prepared to give up everything. It's been ages since I've seen it. I had resolved to give up my life as an artist if that piece did not receive proper recognition. Hence the name I didn't read that correctly. Surrendering Sunflower. Yes. That's exactly it. Hass. I did not read that correctly. When I started out as an artist, I experienced many hardships. I even became deathly ill and fell into a slump that drove me to desperation. I began worrying only about what would sell. I was concerned only with fame and fortune. But all of my pieces during this time had no depths. They were all shallow trash. It was then that I met Hass. He helped me realize how petty I was being. I'll spare you the details, but in the end I was able to leave all that behind. And that is also when I crafted the sunflower. Remarkable. Even I did not know the full story until now. This kind of thing is hard to tell someone, especially when they are so close to you. Now, I don't doubt that you adolescents will often find your heads crowded with worries. My advice to you is simple. Be honest with yourself and do whatever your heart desires. So long as you don't cause trouble, that is. That is all for me. I must admit I am beginning to feel a bit embarrassed. So I bid you farewell, Hass. And farewell to your pupils as well. Oh, Bussy, I can't believe it. Such a wonderful class. Thank you girls so much for you. What a funny way now. What an interesting emotional way to end off that. Hello class, it is I, Hustle, yet again. First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brassier's story that I simply couldn't contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. No, it's all good. Hustle, it's all good. I certainly got a very stern talking from Miss Time after that class, yes. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Now, have any of you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? As the name would imply, there are 10 sites in Paldea that are considered practically beautiful. Among them, I would say that the Grand Olive Orchard is likely the most accessible. You can see field after field of olive trees from the hill on the way to Cotondo. 2 waterfalls are also counted among these 10 sites, Fury Falls and Caseroya Falls. Then there's the peak of the Glacido mountain known as Paldea's highest peak. We just had 4 mentioned, right? I wonder if these 4 places could be the places of those legendaries. There's another cliff on Glacido Mountain that's named after its rather unique shape. So let me ask you, my students, what is the name of the 3-pronged cliff on the Glacido Mountain? No need to grasp at straws. Excellent. You gave that one away a little bit. It was like an interesting thing to say. Exactly, it looks like a hand taking hold of something, doesn't it, Daria? The 3-pronged cliff on Glacido Mountain is in fact known as Glacido's Grasp, though its shape is far too stubby to be that of a human hand. I imagine someone thought it looked like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountains in Area 3 of the East Province, where you can get a good look at Levencia. It's practically gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant, it's known as the Million-Volt Skyline. I hear it's quite a hotspot for dates and deservedly so for having such a romantic view. I imagine it's what do the kids say these days? A very fleek selfie spot. Of course you may feel that not all 10 sites live up to their grandiose names. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? Not to say that you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. The important thing is to go yourself and see them with your own 2 eyes. And sometimes a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance. Well, that's it for today, class. Thank you for your attention. Hello, class. It is I, Hustle yet again. My, how time flies, as they say. Indeed, indeedy. Our time together has certainly flown by. It's hard to believe that this is our last class. Now, our topics for today may feel somewhat unrelated to art, but there is absolutely no set definition as to what art should be, exactamundo. Therefore, let us carry on with the discussion and see where it takes us. There are two things to wish to focus on today: ribbons and marks. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture a Pokemon's qualities. There will be times when your Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience. In recognition of its feats and accomplishments, it can be given a ribbon. To give an example, if you manage to become incredibly close to a Pokemon, it may be granted the Best Friends ribbon. Incidentally, there is a person in Cascarafa who can give your Pokemon a Best Friends ribbon. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found on wild Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the character of a Pokemon, such as with the Rowdy mark or the Vigor mark. It's completely up to luck whether you'll run into a Pokemon with these marks. Kinda reminds me of my Chocobo Roadrunner Galarian Zapdos Mark Hunt. Too fast, too furious. So if you're able to catch a Pokemon with a mark, rejoice at your outstanding fortune. Does anyone know what special thing you can do with Pokemon that have ribbons or marks? You can exchange ribbons. You can change their title. Wonderful! Dario, your knowledge is impressive. The correct answer is that Pokemon with ribbons or marks can be given titles. What's more, they can be sent into battle, displaying a title of your choosing. I know about this because on my channel, like I said before, the Roadrunner, Galarian Zapdos, I did a whole video and I used them and I saw that the title was changed when I got them back out. It was so good. What's more, they can be sent into battle displaying a title of your choosing. For example, you could send out a Gibble with a Best Friends ribbon by declaring, "Go Gibble, the great friend." And while I know I just said that marks are generally found around already on Pokemon when you meet them for the first time, it seems that more recently Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. These are marks such as the Domain mark, the Item Finder mark, and the Partner mark, and so on. Perhaps it might be fun to try to work out how to get each mark using its name as a clue. Well, that just about wraps up our last class. Next is the final exam. Please review your materials closely so that you pass on your first try. I will, Hassel. I will. Oh yes, I was just reading up, Hassel, on some words, and yes, I needed to get my glasses on. I do hope you're all ready because it is time for your final exam. Focus and do your best. I shall. And begin! What is the name of the restaurant where you can change a Pokemon's teletype? I think it was the Treasury, right? Oh my gosh! Holy fudge, I'm just gonna go with the Treasury. The Treasury Trove. . I am stuck. After all that reading. I think I'm just gonna wing it. What is the name of Blessier's signature art installation that we discussed in class? How many waterfalls are counted among the sites of Paldea? 3. Where can you find the Million Volt skyline? Medallion. Uh-oh. The marks of Pokemon has are present when you first meet and none can be added later. The marks of Pokemon has are present when you first meet and none can be added later. False. And none can be added later. That's a false. Time's up. That's it for today's test. Pencils down, please. Thank you all so much for learning about art with me. The time we shared has left a mark that I will treasure, I promise you. And it is my sincere wish that all of you go on to even greater, more prosperous futures. And that's that. Good work, everyone. You can receive your results from the front desk. Holy moly. Well, I honestly, I have to find that one the most difficult. It feels great to get a test out the way, yes. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm, and 4 questions correct to pass the final. How did I do? Oh! Yet again! Oh man, that was holy! Oh man! Oh my goodness, that's what you call a real fail. Unlike the last one, that was really a fail. Oh my goodness me. Well, art final, here we come again. Hassel, I'm coming back. I went with the Treasury. I'm gonna go with the Treasury 12 because I think the Treasury 12 was it. That kind of, yes, I know. I'm a bit of ashamed, but let's do this again. What the name of the, yes, I'm gonna go with the Treasury 12. And then, yeah, surrounding sunflower, yeah. There was definitely 3. Lamentia, yes. Medalli, no. And maybe I'll just go 2 with this one. That's it, because I got 2 wrong. Let's see how well we did. Yes, I know. I thank you as well for teaching me good art. I'm so curious. Did we manage to get a 5 or get worse? Maybe we got worse. Yep. Let's see how I did. Oh, I got worse! Holy fudge! I got worse. Oh my god, this is a tough one. I don't know why honestly, to be honest, I've been going at it since early in the morning. So this is my second to last video. This entire morning, it's 11:35 a.m. I've been going since 8 o'clock in the morning, non-stop. Been taking stretch breaks in between. I do hope. Yep. Well, I just wanna. Boom. Let's go. At this point, I'm just guessing. But the treasury. I'll go with the treasury. That I know. There's gotta be 3. I remember there was 3. Maybe there was 4. Let's just go with that. Honestly, Let's see how I did this time. Uh-huh. Yep. Again! What? Oh no, this is terrible. Let me think here. Let me think, because I mean, do I need to get my glasses back on? Do I need these back on? Let's go. I'm gonna go with the treasury. I know the answer to that one. I'm gonna go with 3 with that one. Unless, no, was there 2? I thought there was 3. I'm gonna go with 2. Lavencia, I'm gonna go with Lavencia. And this one, well, because he talks about how you can add on marks. So I'm gonna go with false. Let's see how we did this time. It's funny that I'm getting 2. Which ones am I getting right? Honestly, let me know in the comments down below, you know, of this video. What are the answers? I'm so curious to know. I mean, I'll be so surprised if we got all 5 of them right now. Oh, well, I passed. I got 4 out of 5. Which one did I get incorrect? Man. Oh. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think I'm a bit exhausted, I will say. I'm a little bit exhausted because we got one more class to do though. Because I want to know what happens after all this. Keep doing your best. I will. I will try my best. I completely just, oh my gosh. But we got one more class to go. It is the final one right here. Home. Home sweet home. And then I guess we'll find out about our next episode for Pokemon Violet. Those legendary Pokemon I keep mentioning. I am curious. I don't know if I have to do more after this. I might have to do another specific class. Maybe there's a bonus class after I finish this last one, or maybe we'll find out what we're gonna find out in this one. You have to wait. You have to be tuned. You have to tune in and be ready to find out next time in my next episode. Good luck on your tests, guys. Don't go as crazy as I've been in this one. Holy fudge. Honestly, peace out.